Venti is large.
No, Venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Honey, that's great coffee. It's
Smell good ground coffee.
Okay, buddy, what do you think of Wilkins coffee? I never tasted it. Now, what do you think of Wilkins?
Never had it. But if a Muppet's going to kill me, I'll drink it. Morning, guys. It's another day of drinking coffee on video. Welcome to the show that lasts as long as my mug of coffee. In order to create a little more organization so we don't derail like we did yesterday, I'm breaking the show up into segments. First 5 minutes, it's just going to be me saying hi to you guys. And of course, I need to say good morning to the man in charge of the chat, Martin Acosta Santana.
Hello.
He comes from great South American royalty.
I'm a mongrel.
Well, he's a royal pain in my ass. What you know what he lives for? His favorite thing to live for is when somebody burps so he can go, bless you.
Not just burps. Farts too.
Farts too. Yeah, okay. All right. They totally threw Steven off yesterday. He's like, I burped. Did he think that was a sneeze? I went, no, he's fucking with you, dude. Bless you. And oh my God. Even when we did our show last night, man, God, he was burpy last night. And he's like telling me, I'm taking this new supplement to put in my coffee and other drinks and stuff. It's it's very good. I've tried it, but it's way expensive. But I'm like, I know it's causing the fucking burping. It's that fucking shit that he's eating. So, anything going on in the chat? Let me say hi to the chat.
You're gonna
Gap Stargate is here. Good morning, Gap Stargate. Jace Fox was here. Hey, buddy.
Yes.
Adega Outlaw. Holy crap! It's been about a week since I think I last saw you. Das Wolfen has changed his name to Der Wolfsaffe. Okay, you fucking kraut. Let's see who else is here yet.
the Dark Knight.
Dark Knight is already here in the chat. He'll be joining us shortly. And of course, his mother is here, Penny. Hi, good morning. And so far, that's it. All right. While we wait for the rest to come in, I guess I'll go ahead and do my news feed thing. This is a new segment that I kind of toyed with, and I don't know. I just sort of like going through my news feed, and I'll do that for a few minutes. So I'm going to share screen. And let's go look at what's going on in the old news feed on Twitter. Yeah. So I'm going to click notifications. There we go. Let's scroll through, see if there's anything interesting. Of course, Socks, huge supporter of the show. Thank you, buddy.
We have a question for you, Gerry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gap Stargate wants to know, what does it say on your coffee cup?
This is actually the birthday gift I gave to my wife, and she left it here when she went down to the farm, so I'm using it. It says, I am a ray of fucking sunshine. She loved the cup. But sadly, she forgot to take it with her. But I don't think she's drinking much coffee down there at the farm. Let's see. So, yeah, there's our thumbnail today. The faces. Now, one thing I want to point out, because even though Geoff Johns is no longer part of Warner, he is still a part of what's going on TV with HBO Max, with Stargirl, as well as Lois and Clark. Superman and Lois. And oh my God, was this last episode fucking dumb with some of the writing. It was funny to see myself and Script Doctor both going over the exact same thing. I went over it first though, before him, but he said it better. So I was first. He said it better, which is it was your typical fake fucking drama that you expect on CW and not on HBO, where it's like she learns, Lana learns about Lois and Clark's secret, that that they host S&M parties, that he's Superman, and this is like learning somebody opening up to you about their sexual identity, and they treat it like it's like she's been betrayed. I've been betrayed because you didn't tell me. Look, I'm confiding in you, and you feel betrayed. I'm confiding. I'm showing my trust in you, that I'm finally confiding in you something private about me. And her reaction is the typical fake fucking drama where it's all about her. Just some of the dumbest shit on that fucking show sometimes.
Hey, Gerry.
Carolyn Blackwood. What's that? Yeah, I'm reading.
Wolverine.
Yeah, I was reading it.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You interrupted me in the middle of reading. Carolyn Blackwood of Warner Brothers. Are you done? Did you want to interrupt me? Is gone now too. Yeah, but she's not a major player. The four major players were Toby Emmerich, Geoff Johns, and Sarnoff, and Walter Hamada. They were the four horsemen of the DC apocalypse. Now, Emmerich, though, is still part of it, but he's in production only. He's no longer part of management. So he's gone. Toby is gone, and Sarnoff is gone. And people are like asking me, Viking was one of them, to ask me, well, how do we know that? I said, well, you got to know how to read an article. When you hear that the announcement is made that David Zaslav has reshaped the studio and has the people hired for those 3 buckets of the studio, and you don't see Walter Hamada's name mentioned anywhere, he has just been made redundant. You've just been told he's redundant. If he's not part of management anymore, and it's these people that are doing it, they're gone. These fucking people. But yeah, you were talking about this chick here. She's gone. Carolyn Blackwood. They're all gone. But she wasn't really part of the leadership. He was the main guy. He had his big contract, but he fucked up. And Zaslav's been after him. And who did he hire? He hired Hamada. And I think the saddest part of this, but also most satisfying, is that Hamada is just going to go out with a whimper. He just went out. He's not even fucking part of the news cycle. Walter Hamada, a Toby Emmerich hire, was unceremoniously just not mentioned anymore. Think about that. So, and this is really the top of our story. It's part of my thumbnail. Fired. And you know, oh man, I just I'm blown away at how these things have changed the landscape. And I'm curious what's going to happen next. You know, because here's the big question. It's on my thumbnail. What does this mean for the shows over on HBO Max right now? CW. What does it really mean? Because Greg Berlanti, I think that he is, I suspect he's not going to be fired, but you're going to see a big shift in how he produces his fucking shows. Because Zaslav says one thing: make money. If you're not making money, get the fuck out of the way. And it's no more this identity politics thing, because that doesn't make money. But this is my general feeling this morning. I'm going to go play this real quick. He's a real hero. Remember that one when mission wasn't accomplished? And then you went on that ship and say mission accomplished, and then it got really fucking ugly. George Bush, George W. Bush, George Herbert Bush. I am not a Bush fan. Just not. I'm conservative. I never liked any of the Bushes. Comic Relief Crusader. You got another video out? Is that what you just said? Wait a minute. Go back to that. What was he talking about? Did I miss something? Ooh, hey guys. Somebody get rid of that porn bot. Even though porn is important to us and happiness, I don't want to
handle.
It's been handled. Okay, good.
Mr.
So-
Tickle Trunk.
Oh,
It's the
Tickle
hero
Trunk is
of the
here.
day.
Hey, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Glad to see you. Wolverine626, of course. Love seeing you, man. I want to read Zaslav for president. No, look, man, I got to tell you. I fear if he came back, guillotines would come back with him. Public executions. No, we can't have that. But I do love David Zaslav, man. He is a hero. Let's see. I just love seeing some of the comments on sites like Deadline. Zaslav, you idiot. You're getting rid of the best people. Oh my fucking God. Look, Wolverine, I got to tell you something. I am very selective of who I follow and gets in my news feed. You need to set your filters, man. Set your fucking filters so you don't get crazy shit like that in your fucking news feed. You know, my news feed is full of you guys, man. I fucking love you guys. Think I don't fucking love you? I really do. I love you guys. I feel so blessed to have such an awesome audience, you know, with you guys, and that I do care about the things that you're talking about out there. Hold on. What did Tickle Trunk say there? Can you go back? Thanks for noticing, Gerry, but it's been banned 2 seconds after it showed up 2 minutes ago. Hey, look, man, I don't fucking watch the chat all the time. I'm trying to do a show, Tickle Trunk. Stop fucking taking me to the mat.
Well, you should watch the private chat.
I can't.
In this moment, do it now.
Do it. Get to the chopper. I am a hyper-focused individual. I focus on what I'm looking at, and people get annoyed with that because it's hard to distract me when I'm focused. You've done that. You know, trying to talk to me, and I'm like, hold on, I'm done. doing something. I'm doing something. I work with ex-trans bots, and there is a big masterpiece of Ultra Magnus being released. Go check it if you want. Dude, get with me. Actually, you want to, do you have a camera and a mic? You do a show? You need to jump on with me, man. Jump on with me.
Hey,
hit me up with Twitter private message right now over on Pop Call Minefield, and then I'll send you a link. You can jump in. This is the way the show runs from this point forward, so we don't derail like we did yesterday. The first few minutes of the show is going to be doing the typical greeting, and then I'm going to do my newsfeed thing. And really, there's some really fun stuff in the newsfeed today. And then, of course, at the half-hour mark, we begin Gerry's Friends. That's when my friends jump onto the show. That way, I get these major stories out of the way. And the only thing I wanted to talk about today is this little bit here. I put a message into Mikey Sutton because I said, look, what does this mean for the television landscape? With their removal from Warner Media, is this going to eventually weed out Berlanti and Geoff Johns completely? You know, because right now they're in production. But I don't know where Zaslav's going with this. I'm very curious. Good morning, Parrot Head. How are you doing? Brightest day. Hey. And let's see. Only plebes. What is it? Only plebes watch the chat. That's funny. You plebeian. Put me on the show. I promise I won't say a fucking word. Yeah, what are you, deleted scenes? My favorite moment, and you know how I love all my friends. I love deleted scenes. I love Purple Valkyrie. She she sent me a message when I was going to have Chuck Dixon on. Please have me on. Please have me on. And I did. I said, you are on the show, babe. You are on the show. Because she is a massive Chuck Dixon fan. And she fanned out during the show. It was like, at the end of the show, I said, I made fun of her. I said, there was a distinct lacking of an English accent this entire episode because she just wouldn't talk. And she was so starstruck with Chuck Dixon. It was beautiful. I love you guys. I love all my friends that jump on with me. And if I'm making fun of you, that means that I have to have some feelings for you. Did you message me yet privately? Oh, wait. Yeah, there you go. I saw Tickle Trunk. I knew it was going to be a dick pic, so I wanted to see what dick pics. So these are the dick pics of the week. This is Dick Pole. What a name. From the Red Sox. This is Tricky Dick. My fellow Americans, I, Richard Milhouse Nixon, am not a crook. So there's Richard Nixon. And there's Dick Trickle. Another fucking retarded name for a fucking person. Dick Trickle. Sounds like he's got like a disease. So that's it for Mr. Tickle Trunk's dick pics of the day. Get back to notifications. All right, so here we go. I will not share this because I'm not fond of that fucking word. I don't like that word. So I liked it only because I love Viking, but I will not share that fucking image. Steven's stream. Steven has several streams, and some of them are online. So let's see. Of course, we got some posts here by these guys. Let's see what they posted today. They were just like in mine. All right, so let's go back. Where do we have? And Salty, I hope everything's okay with Salty, man, because he left some of our groups yesterday, and I love Salty Texas, man. Cool dude. Very cool dude. I'd like to get him on here. I'll send him an invite. You like that idea? Yeah, I do too. Let me send him an invite. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Hey, delete. Send invite. Invite. Copy to clipboard. There you go. And get back to the notifications. Then we're going to see. Okay,
Hey,
we got new stuff here. What's up?
Read this.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go look you up real quick while I'm here. Let's see. Let me look. Oh, Matthew Lillard. I follow Matthew Lillard. I like that guy. Grooming allegation. I don't know what the big deal is. Kids always ask how fast Flash. I just really, I'm sure the current prime minister would not want this to go viral. Oh, I'm sure he's saying something inappropriate. Can you hear that?
A little bit.
You could hear it? I'll make sure it's turned all the way up. There we go.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Hey, he's also a bullshit artist. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I like that one. I try to get away from. Oh, he looks like Bert. I didn't even have to read the meme. I was like, oh, that looks like Bert.
Hello, Darius.
Oh, is Darius here? Chuck
Yeah.
Dixon. I'm going to like and fucking share the shit out of that one. There we go.
And we have Magitech then.
It almost sounded like you said Magic Dick.
Maybe not.
Hey, Magitech Mags. Good morning, Darius Munchausen. Oh, man. So, yeah, there's really, I got to tell that is neat looking. It looks like a fucking werewolf. But then the legs look all fucking dumb. So clearly it's a person. There's now okay, and you were talking about Tim Pool getting swatted yesterday. I couldn't. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. What is this? Geek Time Network. I can't wait. Yeah, that would crack me up. Fanzine is a good friend of mine. We used to do shows together, and I miss doing shows with Fanzine. I love that guy, and he mentioned it to me in a post. He's like, "Man, we need to do something together." I'm like, "I know." But our schedules are like opposite of each other. But I do love that.
I don't think I ever told you, but I found your channel because of him.
Yeah, look, man, Fanzine is the shit. I fucking love that guy. Let me see. I need to go find Comic Relief Crusader. There we go. How am I not following you? That is really weird. I hate seeing that because I know who you are, and I thought I was following you. Now, I know YouTube will unfollow you. Does Twitter ever do that? Unfollow somebody for you? YouTube does it all the time because they're assholes.
Well, Twitter says they don't do that, so probably they do it.
I don't fucking believe them. They're liars. Yes, this meme does still make me laugh. You can spot the exact moment Alex Kurtzman was given control over Star Trek. Every time I see that, it's just so fucking dumb. It makes me laugh.
What the hell? How is it even legal?
How is what illegal?
How that modification to that structure that must be illegal.
I don't know. You know, anybody can buy a castle over in the UK.
Yeah, but they don't have laws about maintaining the style.
Comic Relief Crusader, just a few more minutes. Just hang backstage, and at 10:30. Now Keith shared this yesterday, but I couldn't share his tweet. He's got his security set, so I couldn't share his tweet or his post on Facebook. So I just copied it and stole it, and I'm like, "Fuck you, Keith. You're my business partner on this venture. I'm stealing from you. I'm a thieving bastard now."
Hello, Shellback.
Shellback is here. What is up, my fellow veteran? He was a squid, Navy. So is it possible that we two, you and I, have become so old and inflexible as to have outlived our usefulness? Perhaps. But discovery still sucks. Agreed. I fucking love that shit. New tweets. Of course, I saw 24. Parrot had shared this one. It's death. Time for some. We can't keep doing this, Miss Schmidt. Yeah, she's just feeding him cookies. Yeah, keeping death at bay. Parrot had shared this one. FBI raids home a Michigan GOP gubernatorial candidate, and Whitmer challenger takes him into custody. What the fuck is up with that? I'll have to check that later. Our good friend, dear friend, 24/7 Fusion Media. Honestly, David Zaslav and Warner Brother Discovery just needs to take the $200-300 million loss and just forget about this movie. The bet, and I gotta agree. I think that would be the move I would make. Just eat that fucking budget and not release the Flash movie, and make it up to Michael Keaton, because Michael Keaton, this was his comeback film, The Flash, and they need to find a better way to bring him back as Batman.
Oh my!
Look at that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, but
this gun would not exist if not for the movie Predator. And of course, Yeah, I like that. They need this. That's right. Because look, man, I hear this all the time, and we need to get ready for the beginning of the Friends segment. But my general feeling is this: look, man, the whole point of being armed is to protect yourself against your own government. That's why our country was formed the way it was that we were joining together to resist the UK and its sovereign control over our nation. We wanted to be a sovereign nation and not under the control of another sovereign nation. And so we needed weapons that matched those that technologically of the weapons of the time that we were fighting against. And and people go, well, you need to carry muskets today. That's what that did. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that at all. You're throwing your own fucking problems into the fucking mix. You need to be able to defend yourself against your own fucking government. The government needs to always be afraid of us. They need to be afraid of us. Problem is, they've become placated, and they're not afraid of the citizens anymore. So we got a problem. You think we don't have a problem? We got a fucking problem. You have the right to do what you want, and I have the right to disapprove of your decisions. The difference is I don't believe in using the government against you because we don't agree. Amen, man. This is the problem I have with anybody. It's like making laws doesn't empower individuals. It empowers your government over you. That's what laws do. You're like, oh, I'm going to make some new laws.
Shots fires over here.
Squids, grunts. That's right, man. Army and Marine Corps are the only ones that have grunt or get called grunts. And I think that's a neat share because, we are notorious foot soldiers. That's what the Marine Corps and Army are. We're foot soldiers. Marine Corps are insertion troops. They're there to go in up front, but the Army has been used many a time for that. D-Day is a prime example. The Marine Corps was in the Pacific during World War II. Marine Corps was not used for amphibious landings in Europe. That was all fucking Army, Navy and Army. So, all
War
right,
Monkey's here.
We have, oh, hey, War Monkey, one of my two favorite monkeys. Lindsay, the Cynical Geek, is here too. And we now begin the segment that I like to call My Friends. And I'm going to bring a bunch of our friends onto the show now. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And we're going to bring in first, new to the show here is this gentleman. Get the fucking thing off there. I'm greeting people. I'm sorry. The Comic Relief Crusader is here. Hey, what's up, Comic Relief? He is going to the bathroom. So we're going to throw him backstage. Bring him back in a minute. We'll bring Dork Knight up. Dork Knight.
Hey, yo.
Are you there, Dork Knightley?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, back to you.
And we have
My poor doggies hurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Can we see his face?
what's up, brother?
Hey, how you?
Hey, kid. There's some echo.
You and I are again wearing our U.S. flag, subdued flag. It's a subdued flag. You're wearing subdued flag on blue, and I'm using typical Army green.
And I'm wearing my Final Fantasy Kill Bill mashup shirt, which you can get at mixtees.com.
There we go. Am I on? Hello from communist country of Canada.
Hey, dos vidania.
Dos vidania.
Diet.
He's right. It's good morning to be drinking vodka.
Good morning, bro.
And to smash down capitalistic country like United States.
Well, technically, in our sexual relationship, Canada is apparently a top and we're a power bottom.
Well,
It's Canada's above us.
No, thank you, Pop, for adding me on. Great to be here. And hello, morning chat. I have not had my good morning coffee, so I might be slightly laggy.
I will sip some for you. Here, I will even add some sound effects for you.
It's even
Super.
the
I love you.
name of the show.
That morning slurp.
Oh wait,
Buddy.
here's my fat Stephen. Oh no, the burp went away.
So good, so full of wind.
People, we have echo.
Who is echoing?
It's probably me.
I will mute each one of you one at a time. Who is echoing? Still there. Who is echoing? Yeah, it's you, dork. It's you, dork.
No.
Huh?
I
It's
checked.
you.
It's you.
What the hell, man? I don't understand
It's the
why
volume.
I echo.
It's the volume on your headset.
I've got it turned very low.
All
But
right, let's
although
try
I
it
do
now.
hear like a weird blare, like my sound
It's
is
gone
different
now.
today.
It's gone now. So once again, going back to the crowd, Stocks Bulletin says, I have a great idea. Paramount needs to hire both Robert Burnett and Keith to create and have full creative control on all things Star Trek. Also, they need to hire him over at CBS to do 60 Minutes and turn it into 90 minutes because Keith has never finished anything in 60 minutes.
I've never had a complaint with
It
any of
takes
the.
him-
Oh,
Yeah, making fun of you. It's like my joke the other day was I asked Keith what happened on 60 Minutes, and it took him 2 hours to explain to me.
ladies love it.
You know, that doesn't surprise me. Keith is often long-winded, but that's okay.
But you know what? He always has great points. So it's like I have always said that Keith is that double-edged sword, man. Long-winded, but full of information you want to know.
Yeah.
But Pop Culture Minefield, Peter Rice fired from Disney. Dana Walden will look until what's her fucking name? Alonzo gets fired from Lucasfilm.
Is it just me, or does anybody else hear like a?
Wow, I'm talking and you're just pumping right in. Alrighty.
Sorry.
Can you not hear me?
Weird.
You know, Alonzo needs to go. She's a problem. And everybody's like, Feige's at the end of his tenure. He needs to go. But the problem is, guess who's taking over when he leaves? The single most woke person at Marvel is in charge the minute Feige leaves. She's the reason why. When she came in is when Disney started going, Marvel started going to shit.
You talking about that chick that wanted to remove the word men from X-Men? That chick? Yeah, okay.
That is her.
Yeah.
So, look.
It'll be X people. X humans.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
that might actually work. Yeah.
X mutants?
Yeah, because they're like, not exactly human, they're mutants. So X human.
Well, I got to tell you, Tickle Trunk, the people that he's pulled in right now, I think they mentioned in this article, Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi are absolutely really good at what they do. And they're going to be taking over these 3 buckets over at Warner. It's, what is it? It's Warner Entertainment. Mm-hmm. It's going to be DC Entertainment. And what was the third one?
New Line.
New Line. New
yeah.
Line. That was it. And so, they broke it up. I think this was a very smart move. But what people don't understand, by breaking it up and not mentioning Walter Hamada has now officially had the single most boring fucking firing in the history of cinema. He's not even fucking mentioned in the fact that he's done. This right here, that I'm going to share this paragraph again, share screen. This paragraph right here tells you he's fired. Wow. Right here, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Sarnoff wants a new and it's tapped Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi to run Warner's and New Line as soon as Amazon releases them from their contracts at MGM. But they're already in the managerial positions. This is the breakup, and DC is going to be part of this. It's part of the Warner Brothers Discovery, and nowhere in this fucking they mention Emmerich. They mention this fucking bitch, Blackwood, who's really nobody. The one person Toby Emmerich hires that's the only one left supposedly working at Warner Brothers is out of a job.
What could
It's just-
possibly go
That's
wrong?
what this is. This is saying he doesn't have a job anymore, and he doesn't even get a mention in his fucking what do they call that when you paper writes about somebody who died, the obituary. This is his fucking obituary, and he's not even mentioned in it.
You know what? It's so funny. It's almost like, hey, Wally, look, you know, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You know, it's not that you've lost your job. You can come back and visit it anytime you want. It's just somebody else is going to be doing it.
He's the best friend that's in your basement that's sleeping on the couch, and it's time to go because he's stinking.
This is a scary picture of this dude.
Dude.
He looks like he's possessed by Satan.
Wow, it's like lizard people.
I'm bringing back
Oh,
the
no.
Exorcist. Anyway,
Fear me.
that is. Wait, who is? Yeah, that's Michael DeLuca, right? Is that Michael DeLuca?
No, that's not Michael DeLuca.
Who the fuck is that? Why is this picture on this article? Okay, that's fucking weird. I'm sorry, I jumped over there. I apologize. That's fucking weird. So, hey, before we really get going here on talking, I wanted to point out that Josh Becker has his new newsletter, and he's posting stuff on a regular basis over there. And I put it up on his website. His official website is right here. It's beckerfilms.com. Go check it out. You'll see a lot of stuff written by him, but occasionally you'll run into my artwork over there, like the runtime and his movie posters and his book covers and stuff. Because I'm his guy, but I'm also his webmaster, so I put stuff. You can join the Josh Becker brand new newsletter, subscribe for free, and it takes you to this website where you get to subscribe. And as a subscriber, you get, and it's free again, you get to read his little newsletters, you know, coming soon. Ask Crack of Dawn. And he is a big coffee drinker. I want to get him back on our show, but we got to figure out what we want to talk to him about. But I do want to talk to him about this shit. And he goes off about stuff, you know, in his articles. I will tell you right now, he is one of those friends of mine that is completely politically opposed to me. We do not agree on hardly anything, unlike Keith and I. He is so far left of me. It's just, I look over there and I'm like, you're so far away, I can't hear you. But I still read his stuff because even if I don't agree with it, I love his
What?
phrase.
I can't hear you. What?
What?
What are you saying? Let
But-
me turn my volume up to 11.
So I'm going to share. If you want to subscribe, here's where you go. Sub to Josh's newsletter for free. Right here. Boom, baby. Go
And
check
I'm
it
really
out.
worried about my dog, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just
What's wrong with your dog?
I don't know. He's just he I don't know. He's just not himself. It's weird. He's really old, so it could be that. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah,
How old
could
is
be.
he?
he's 15.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is old for a small dog.
Yeah, I know.
I had a Chihuahua, and their normal life expectancy was around 13 years. And
Yeah.
they were going to put her down, and I'm like, no, don't kill this dog. So I took her, and Zoe and I took care of her and kept her. She was so terrified of grass that she would not go. She was so tiny. She was a little applehead Chihuahua, and her owner had died, and so I took her in, and she lived with us for 2 years. And finally, when we moved, there were too many cats in the house that didn't like her, and it made her pee all the time everywhere. She was like terrified of these cats. So I'm like, I got to get her into a home where there's not so many cats. And I found a crazy college girl. And when I say crazy, she was out of her fucking mind. But she was awesome with dogs. And she liked to dress them up in dresses and stuff. And I'm like, and her name was Topo, you know, from the little Chihuahua
Yeah.
thing from,
Topo Chicho.
you know, Topo Shisha. And Topo is just a beautiful little Chihuahua, and she went home with this crazy lady who fucking took care of her until she died.
Yeah, Dexter's a Chihuahua Pomeranian mix.
I can see the head. The
Yeah.
head is clearly Chihuahua. Mm. You can spot that apple head on Chihuahuas. It's just, they're so adorable. Someone tried to think that mine is, and I'm like, no, she doesn't have the Chihuahua head. She's a Pom mix. She's a specific mix of 3 breeds of dog, and her specific job in this life is to be calming and to be there for you. Oh, very good companion dog. Really helps my PTSD. But I hope he gets to feeling better.
Me too,
he might
man.
be having an off day. The media is going to demonize the alphabet people now they are done using them. Look, man, I got to tell you,
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, hey, buddy. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's never been like this before.
Dude, I think let him rest.
I'm sorry.
Let him rest.
Oh,
Bed next week.
poor guy. So we got Josh Becker's new newsletter. And, of course, his website is beckerfilms.com. You can visit his website. You can see some of the movies. I got to work on these films in the production side as far as art goes. It's what I do. This is, his official website. So you can actually go on here and go to his essays and articles, or you can, ask the director. Go to this page and definitely ask him a question by clicking here. And your questions get answered by Josh in this form. Here's the letter that was sent in, and here is the response. Absolutely. His response here, let me read this one. Dear Josh, do you plan on seeing Sam Raimi's, because he's a friend of Sam Raimi's, Doctor Strange 2 in theaters? Josh's response, Dear Jay, are you fucking kidding? Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, the Batman, and all the rest of those ridiculous, idiotic pieces of shit and colorful unitards should all die horrible deaths of comic book cancer. He is not a comic book fan.
Yeah, agreed.
But I fucking love reading it because there's, even in this little thing, there's wisdom in there that I don't agree with his sentiment here, but when he starts talking about film, he's on the mark with it. This guy, Josh Becker, changed my fucking life when we became friends. And I got to tell you, man, read his stuff. And while you're at it, if you ever see his movie posters and you want a copy of it, I am one person that can get it for you. I can print it and have it signed for you and send it to you. I'm always glad to do that stuff. Just talk to me privately.
We get an autograph.
Well, that's the whole reason why I would be sending it, is to sign it for you.
Yes.
So did he touch? Oh, yeah. I just don't want to go there because I love Dork, but it's like I can't derail the show again. And I want to be there for him, but I'm not going to do it live on fucking air. So I'm going to wrap this stuff up in 15 minutes so I can go talk to him, make sure he's okay. I love it when porn bots show up. Look at that. They have the best colors. Why can't you guys have the colors that these porn bots have?
Because we've angered the karma gods and this is our punishment.
But Comic Relief, let's talk about what you got going here, and then I want to jump over with Keith to talk about all this news.
Oh, I suppose so. Okay, yeah. That is the reason why I'm here, I suppose, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can actually come on here and be a regular friend of Gary's that jumps on the show.
I can do that.
Unless you're a complete cunt, and then I won't have you back.
Well, I'll try to excel at either.
Because I love Justin Normie. You guys need to know I really love him. But I don't know if I'll ever have him on other than maybe on a morning show one-on-one. Because that guy does not understand the parliamentary process of doing a fucking panel. He really does.
Well, so far it's working.
He set off poor Dork Night, and I ended up leaving the show. I just left. I just went backstage. I'm like, yeah, I can't seem to get a word in edgewise, and I don't want to remove people. It's a thing. I think that we're adults here. So I just
I am-
removed myself. And the minute I did, everybody stopped talking.
You know what? And that happens to me on on one podcast that I do with a couple of other nerds. Oh god, like there's one guy from Texas, then there's me that's in Alberta, which is kind of like the Texas of Canada anyway, and then another guy from Florida. And oh my god, the guy from Florida just and it's like
What is he? What is he? Curly?
yeah, probably.
Hey Mo,
I'd love to be his Mo. I don't know.
would you say that you're a Mo? Are you a big Mo?
I'm a big mofo.
Because back in the 80s, Mo is our short way of saying homo.
Yeah. No, I don't play on that team, and I don't expect I ever will. Damn my nonconformist ways. So,
And I apologize. I didn't know. Once again, Comic has you have a autoplay video, so you were like talking in the background. I had to like find the video to mute it.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what that was. That you were interrupting yourself.
I kind of was, yeah. So I apologize for that. Yeah, I was having technical issues. Yeah. So, I guess the reason why I'm here.
Here's your Here's your YouTube channel. Let's share it in the chat.
Yeah, I believe I did add the link for you guys.
Well, it's up here at the top.
So, well, there you go. That's it.
Sub to Comic Relief Crusader here.
No.
There we go.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just doing the same thing that you guys are doing, just, calling out all this bull crap all the time, in TV and movies. Plus, on top of that, I'm a graphic designer, and so I work with a couple of third-party, I suppose you could say, transformer companies like X-Transbots, which is kind of the other reason why I'm here as well. So, yeah, and on top of that, I plan on publishing my own comic because the last time I did it, it was like the early 90s when fanzines were the thing and when the Big Seven left Marvel to start Image. Right. And so, when you have kids, you put aside all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I concentrated more on design and graphic design and not doodling away like I used to. So, thanks to finding channels like yours and Doomcox and Clobby and, like a slew of others, it just reignited a certain passion to just want to, well, first of all, start doing a channel like this and, wanting to get back into drawing and, doing comics again and telling a story and, instead of all this ridiculousness that's going on in every piece of media that we've enjoyed. So,
well, hey man, if you ever want to do a collaboration, I'm always down. I love, doing collabs with people. So, because I'm also an artist. I mean, so
yeah. So right now, like I mentioned earlier in the chat, I did release a video for this one guy, X-Transbots, that is coming out soon. So they do what they call a masterpiece scale. So if anybody is familiar with, quote unquote toy collecting, or collects Transformers, you're kind of probably familiar with what they call the masterpiece line. And this started about maybe
that would be my buddy
ago.
Ultra Rob. He's an absolute serious collector.
Yeah. So
that's Ultra Magnus, right?
That's
gorgeous.
Ultra Magnus. So it's going to have some light up features. The chest is going to open up. So because if you remember from Transformers the movie, where Prime hands over the Matrix to Ultra Magnus and he goes to put it in, it's going to have that feature as well, and it's going to light up inside. So,
I was watching a really cool video yesterday it's Quarter Crew, so every video they make is really cool.
Yeah.
And they were talking about in the animation of the Transformers, it was singularly important that everything fit. in their
for
design.
sure.
The tires had to everything had to fit inside them when they were in the bot form, and had to actually come out in their vehicle form. And I loved that they put that much effort into it. And by doing that, they started making better toys. And I think that
they did.
Michael Bay's movies helped create better toys for Transformer fans. As much as they love to hate on Michael Bay's movies, if it weren't for Michael Bay, we wouldn't have got those fucking awesome toys where the vehicles actually transform correctly.
Yeah.
They didn't have to force anything.
No, they didn't.
And that's beautiful right there. Look at that.
So
I'm pretty sure Ultra Rob has that.
Oh, that's nice.
So there's that vehicle mode. And from behind. And it's just clean.
I love that, the way you said it. From behind.
From behind.
From behind.
Look at that tailgate.
People are like, Gerry, your mind is like goes to the gutter. I said, no, it never leaves. My mind is always in the gutter.
So doors are going to open up as well.
Look at that.
And so and this here shown is Masterpiece Tracks. So which is from that Corvette Stingray.
Wow.
And so that's one of the things. This here is so if you notice the numbering on the bottom, MX22T, this is what they call the what Keith calls the youth version, right? So this is going to be in the original toy colors, right? Because when you were a kid in your youth, you got the original toy.
So
right?
my son came over and he said the funniest thing. He said that Vin Diesel should do the voice of this character. I was like, oh, that was random. Sorry.
No. No.
So, by the way,
family. But I've done box art for this company with their line of Quintessons, and so I have a little hand in doing the Pantone work, the coloring for it, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I will shut up and let you talk now.
No, I just wanted to point out Viking gets it now. Viking gets it. There's a search for the new head of DC, so Walter Hamada is out. Yes, he's not even mentioned in his own obituary. I fucking love this.
Is this legit? Is he legit gone?
He's fucking gone.
Okay.
This is confirmation. This fucking Deadline article is the confirmation that he is gone. Even if he's still sitting in an office over there, he is gone. He is powerless.
There'll be no new paychecks.
And he's gone with a whimper, not mentioned in his own obituary.
Not a bang.
Hobie is mentioned, not fucking Walter. I'm telling you, Zaslav is a motherfucking artist. He really is.
Hey, look, we can say whatever we want about Hamada, but his testimony in the Amber Turd case was chef's kiss.
Yes, he actually proved that he's a backdoor guy. By
I guess you would know, backdoor Gerry.
I have no reply for that whatsoever.
This is
only
why
because
people like me, as I say fucked up shit like that, but it's true.
Hey, with a straight face while drinking coffee.
I say it with a straight face, sipping my coffie, but it's true too, and it's funny, and that's why people tolerate me. Hold on, what was War Monkey saying? What did he say there? I want to read that.
About the Michael Bay designs being crap.
Oh yeah. Look, I
agree.
Well, it's Michael Bay still, whether they're crap designs, it was the introduction of vehicle accurate internal organs.
Yeah.
It was something that nobody had done before to that degree. They've tried here and there, but you know as well as I do, I've owned Transformer toys. That some of them were clunky and blocky, and they didn't look all that great. Now the shit today, whether you like him or not, thank fucking Michael Bay. That's why these toys are fucking awesome.
Who did Bumblebee is my favorite
Yeah, but he fucked him up in the show because that's not what he was. He wasn't a VW Beetle first.
No. I mean, in the movie Bumblebee is probably my favorite of the Transformers movies.
Because it wasn't Michael.
Yeah, but they still followed the same theme of him not being able to talk, and that annoyed me because Bumblebee talked. You know, they found one incident, and they made it his overall identity, and plus the VW thing fucking annoyed me because everybody knows Bumblebee because he wasn't a VW Beetle.
Yes, he was.
No, what was he? Anybody that was a real Transformer fan?
In the original toy, he was 84. However, in the first 2007, he was a Camaro.
Yeah, all the way until 2007, he was
a Camaro.
Thank you. He was a Camaro.
Oh, trust me, I worked with Hasbro. I know my stuff.
well, he was a.
I did work with
Beetle
Hasbro too
in the cartoon.
Oh, nice. Well, yes, in the cartoon.
Schmidt, you remember Schmidt?
With the Volkswagen.
Andy Schmidt used to be in charge of Hasbro comic titles over at IDW, and he was the one who hired me for G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And his last marching orders when he left was, "I want Gerry on covers."
Sweet.
He's my new cover guy for G.I. Joe.
Whoa, is that true, Socks? Do we know that? Because we should celebrate that if that's true.
Now, at the end of the year, IDW loses the rights.
Well, as far as what sucks...
Hold on, I was saying something. I got interrupted.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Basically, you know, I got hired over there, and then Andy fucking gets hired by Hasbro to take over their toy line, their IP toy line, managing over the IPs. And his last marching orders for this new guy, who I won't say his name because I think he's a cunt. And he's told to fucking bring me in to start doing covers. And I'm fucking calling in to let him know I'm ready, emailing him, and he feeds me static. He doesn't fucking respond to anything. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I was afraid, did I say something offensive? So I went through my emails to make sure I didn't call him a cocksucker. And nothing. He chose not to fucking deal with me. And then later I find out that he's a card-carrying commie. He's part of the reason why everything got fucked up over on G.I. Joe.
Well, imagine my shock.
And
cock gobbler.
And because I was told by an artist, I won't say his name, he knows who he is,
I think I know who you're talking about.
He didn't like, he's a big name in the comic industry, and he's the one who told me, oh, that guy, he's a commie. He hates military veterans and conservatives. Hates them. And I'm like, so it's the second time, you know, because like my friendship with Chuck Dixon cost me the job over at Marvel. And the previous head before he got fired of Marvel hated Chuck Dixon. Now they've got a new, I don't know what to call him, management, but still he's blacklisted at Marvel. And I'm not going to be happy until Chuck goes back, because if Chuck goes back, his friends get to go back. So I might eventually, before I die, get to do something for Marvel. But yeah, and it was again a static. I got fed static by Marvel. Marvel approached me. I didn't approach them. They approached me. And they were talking to me. And everything was going really well, friendly banter. And then apparently the guy in charge of new talent took it to that guy. And that guy looked at my portfolio, and even in my resume, it says that I've worked closely with Chuck Dixon and good friends with him. And then all of a sudden, silence. So I went to the guy's cousin to ask him, you know, what's going on here? Why am I getting static from Marvel when they wanted me? And they wanted me to work on military stuff and action comics because they knew I wasn't interested in superheroes. And next thing you know, man, I get word back from this person. Oh, yeah, they're not going to talk to you. Apparently, there is like this big thing. Please don't tell anybody. So I can't say who this is, who the talent guy was at Marvel, because if I do, it could cause family conflict. And so I keep my mouth shut. But yeah, my conservative views and my friends who are conservative cause me work.
Jeez, that's a shame, man.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, nobody's views on politics or whatever should cost them work, in my opinion.
No, it shouldn't.
Blacklisting people over political views is what we were supposed to learn from the 50s.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that was what we were supposed to walk away with. You know, yeah, we need to stop enemies of the state from trying to overthrow our country. But the fact is, I know commies, and as long as they're not trying to overthrow my country and they're just trying to maybe do whatever the fuck they're doing, you know, whatever a commie does. I think they drink coffee too. I don't know. They either drink coffee or suck dick in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah,
One of the other. It has to be one of the other. Because if I wasn't drinking coffee, I'd be sucking cock.
Oh man, I love you, man. Thank you. I needed this. I needed a.
We have a question for you, Gerry.
Yeah, man.
Is it true you did the Powerpuff?
I wanted to work on Powerpuff Girls. Don't make fun of that. I actually got a book.
I'm not.
I was down in Georgia, and I was working for iFleet. And if it weren't for the fact that I had to come back to Missouri because my kid had been kidnapped,
Missouri.
I would have gone to work for Turner Studios.
Wow.
I would have. I had the whole book. They sent me the book with all the color patches, the swatches. I had to learn all this stuff. I wanted to work for them so bad. I refused to work for Disney because they were going to hire me as an eraser. You don't know what that is. But if you've worked in animation, you know what an eraser is.
I don't. I don't. Yeah, no. What is an eraser?
Your job in an animation studio is to clean up the pencils.
Yeah.
With an eraser.
That's it?
all your job is. Now, you have to know art to do it, but it is just, I'm 40 fucking years old. I'm not going to fucking be an eraser at Disney. I'm mid-career, motherfuckers.
Well,
So I turned
Pop,
it down. I
it
also
helps.
turned down a job at ILM, Industrial Light and Magic. That was back in 99.
Hey, Polly. Polly's on the
Polly,
chat.
Latino slant.
Yeah.
Polly.
Shit.
Hey, Paulie, we Gerry and I need to come on your show, man. I mean,
I want to come all over it.
I would like to come all over his face, neck, and chest if you would have me on.
man.
No, you just.
I am
your own
so
fate.
sorry,
You'll
Paulie.
Never be
I am so sorry, man.
Spicy Polly is.
Oh man.
Polly
if it
knows how
helps.
much I love him, man. He is like one of the best.
No, he's so cool. He sent me a comic for my son, and he totally did not have to do that for the Sonic comic from the movie that he got, and that was super cool.
Latino, he's leaving. Bye.
Polly's such a sweet dude. Oh. Well, I love you, man. Sorry, but you know.
That's my fault.
No, it's my fault. I was too
And
vulgar.
once again, we owe Polly for this. Backdoor Gerry. That was Polly that started that shit.
Not my
I fucking love
fault,
it.
and I'm okay with that. So
I fucking love Polly. I really do.
No, he's
Pop,
super cool.
Oh,
dude.
T-shirt's here. What's up, T-shirt?
I might know somebody at Fox Interactive if you are still looking.
Look, man, I actually have a real Hispanic on this show. T-shirt. So
Okay.
stop that stuff. I know you're a fake. You're a phony. You're not real. Just kidding.
Sorry,
buddy.
Mom. I was just joking. Jeez, I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah, it's like sometimes I feel like you just have to go just one step beyond me. You do it where I won't go.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But hey, T-shirt. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to come on here right now. But if you do, let me know.
What about Polly? Why doesn't Polly come on? Polly should come on.
No,
That'd be
Polly's
cool.
not going to do this. No,
Oh.
Polly likes intimate conversations. He's not into this fucking craziness.
Oh,
where
the panels
I'm
and
constantly
stuff.
yelling at you because you're interrupting me.
Sorry to the man tub, Polly. The water's fine.
No, Polly will not do that. Polly will come on here if it's just him and me. And I would like to do that. I would love to have him on where it's just him and me talking some morning. Well, Martin here in the background.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love a one-on-one with Polly as well. And that sounded dirtier than I meant it. But I'm sorry.
Well, I would, yeah, I would,
the snot out of you.
I would have a one-on-one conversation with Paulie. I think
you
there's
have
a lot
had
that we can.
one-on-ones with him, so.
Yeah.
So,
Again,
Peter Bateman
sounded-
Fanside is here. What is up, dude? I want to
in a
make sure I
minute.
know everybody's here. Yeah. But T-shirt, if you want to jump on, let me know. But we're not going to be on much longer. I'm going to end this in about 25 minutes. But I did want to go over this stuff and let Keith do his thing here. So Keith,
do your thing, brother.
Let's talk about what's going on with Warner Brothers right now, because my big concern, and I'm hoping maybe you can shed some light on here, is look. I know that Geoff Johns is still over there on TV side of things. He is still working on Stargirl and Superman and Lois.
Yeah, independent contractor though.
But they're still working.
Yeah.
And Greg Berlanti too. Mm-hmm. But in the long run, the damage that I think that Berlanti has done and allowed to have happened, I think it's going to cost him. But when are we going to see payment on that? Because he should be paying on that fucking tab that he fucking caused. He killed the CW.
Yeah. I look at it this way. We have seen how Zaslav treats people that he's known for a long time, people that are friends. When you do not deliver...
Golfing buddies.
You're gone, okay? My thing is, no matter how much of a friend he is to Greg Berlanti, over the course of this next year, if Berlanti cannot get the job done, he will be gone. Period. Because I personally think that he's on double, if not triple, secret probation at this point.
And he deserves it. He's earned it.
It is unfathomable to me that someone who...
That's a hard word. To say it, I'm serious. Every person I ever hear say it sounds like they're drunk.
Unfathomable.
Well, then, on behalf of my parents and all the teachers I've had in public school,
Can I share that video?
Sure.
All right, you go and keep talking. I'm going to go find it.
I'm just saying that given all of the programming that he has had over, at least the last 10 years, to have only just killed an entire network is still, for me, if I were his boss, I would have fired him long ago. But he has a few programs still on HBO Max. There are still a few things that he's tied into that people really seem to like.
Hi, Kyluck.
But it's going to come down to how successful these programs will be in the long run. And as a show ages, your cost will eventually start to come down. But the show itself will continue to become expensive because you're still going to have the same actors on unless you start getting rid of people.
Right, and the actors always get a bump in pay every
So what we're going to have here is that eventually you're going to have Titans. You're going to see definitely with Doom Patrol. And I can't see those shows going much longer, even though I personally am a fan of Doom Patrol. I can't see that show going much beyond another season or two, and it's been spotty up to this point. Berlanti, you look. Berlanti must be a fan of Green Lantern because he keeps coming back to the character, but I don't believe he knows what he's doing, and he is really one of those people that definitely has his own agenda that he is putting up there even before a lot of the story and stuff that he should be doing. And as far as Geoff Johns is concerned, he's done nothing to protect these characters.
Yeah.
Now that he's an independent contractor, he really has even less of a reason to protect these characters. So why are you here? That would be my question to him. I'd say, hey, Cupcake, why are you here? What are you doing? Because it's not like you're doing anything original. So, I mean, you've had years to study this book, to go through all the characters that are in this and other books that they have. And you can't even come up with something that can be helpful to what we were trying to do, which is we're running a company here. We want to make money.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does Keith seem to always have props Have you guys noticed that? He always has like. No.
Well, it's me and Gallagher. But,
Yeah.
Well,
Hold on, I want to read Sock's comment here. Greg Berlanti is also the executive producer on The Flight Attendant on HBO Max with Kayla. Look, I got to tell you, when they start getting away from comic IPs, Greg Berlanti has done a good job on some other shows that I like. My problem is what these guys do, JJ in particular. And we needed to talk about that too, because with this recent move, that means anything that was greenlit that wasn't in production has been stopped. And that means JJ's shows, his fucked up shows, we all know they were fucked up. The only people that gave a shit about these shows are the fly-by-night, fair-weathered nerds. They're not real nerds. They're agenda-driven people. That they only support things that are within their agenda. And they're not fans. They're not real
flakes.
nerds. They're fakes. They're phonies.
Yeah.
They were the only ones excited about what JJ was doing. And so JJ, I think Keith is right. JJ is going to end up, because he's got a contract. And they're either going to honor the contract or break free from the contract. Right, Keith?
Yeah. And again, you know what? The only thing that looks like
Pacific 414. Sorry.
I think the only thing that he's truly moving forward with is that his new take on Batman the Animated Series. You know, which again, is there anybody in here that's truly looking forward to that?
No, not really.
No, why ruin a masterpiece like the Batman animated series?
Here's the thing, though. It's who he's working with to do it. He's working with many of the people that actually were the biggest names on that show behind the scenes. So my thing is, look, I get that people have problems as you get older. You may not see your work as being what it once was.
Hell, Dennis. How you doing, man?
Ultimately, if you can't figure out a way of going beyond just Batman, then,
my second favorite monkey in the chat.
then you need to find something else. And as far as JJ is concerned, he needs to be someplace else.
Now I'm going to tell you guys, Keith. Because you and I haven't talked about this yet.
Yeah,
I keep telling people and warn people. Look, Discovery's woke.
Yes,
this is proof they're woke, but they're intelligently woke. They test waters to see if something works. This is a mini series, a one-off, but it could grow into something more if it does well. They only do this if it does well.
Yep.
Now, if there's an audience for this show, they'll fucking produce it.
Yep.
And this is all I ask, because look, man, this is where I do stand, and I want you guys to hear me on this. I support the gay community. I support trans people for being whoever the fuck they want to be. And in person, I'll respect who they self-identify as. But they're not going to force me to fucking call them something that goes against any law of science or my fucking right to feel or think the way I want to feel. I'm a free thinker. I'm an independent thinker. Mm-hmm. You don't tell me how to fucking speak.
Weren't we talking about this yesterday? The they, them, there?
I'm not going to lose the train of thought here, though.
Sorry.
It is all about independent thought. And I am cool with anybody. And if somebody wants a show, put the show on. If it doesn't have an audience, shit can the show. Stop pushing shows on people. And worse, religious people are absolutely being persecuted by Netflix because they don't allow you to create a proper channel of shows, a playlist. Instead, you have to weed through. You can't block anything from them. If you, as a devout Christian, don't want to fucking weed through a bunch of gay, trans, whatever, too bad. That's too fucking bad. Mm-hmm. They took that right away a long time ago. And I knew there was going to be a problem with it down the line. And of course, they've lost billions of dollars over it.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have been leaving in droves.
Well, the thing is, a lot of these studios, Warner Brothers, Paramount, Disney, you name it, right? All of them act like I said before in the chat, all of them act like they're the rich kid that's snorting crack like there's no tomorrow, and they're going out in their dad's Maserati thinking they could do no wrong, right?
Hold on, do that voice again. Do no wrong.
Do no wrong. And then what's going to end up happening? Bam! They're going to hit a tree. Well, guess what? They're starting to hit the tree now. Because everybody is not putting up with it anymore. Nobody wants to see a whole bunch of, and like you, I don't have anything against these people whatsoever. I really honestly don't. But I don't need it thrown in my face. I don't need it crammed down my throat saying that if I don't speak this language or this pronoun or blah, 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 that I'm the most hateful, racist, bigot, homophobe, Nazi, blobbity, blah, 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 piece of crap on this face of the planet. No.
Speaking
I'm
of,
sorry.
Did you guys see? I tried to do it, but do you see what it kind of? With 2 little lines, I changed the word "final" into
anal.
Yeah, very good. All right,
Touche,
so
my
two
good
things
sir.
I want to address here in the chat. One, let's go back here. Discovery has been woke as fuck for years. I would not say they're woke as fuck. They're woke. They're just woke. They put out entertainment. They do make changes, but guess what happens when that entertainment flops? It gets canceled. They don't double down. They don't triple down like other fucking networks and studios. They go, well, that didn't fucking work, and then they cancel it. Sadly, they hurt shows by doing that when they go woke. A show, Mars, started out, it was okay. And I would not say that it was something to write home about, but season 2, clearly it went woke, and I know that. But it killed the show. Sadly, that killed the show. So I agree with you, War Monkey. Then I saw Dennis McCullough here. Berlanti may have been woke. He's not. He is woke. But at least he wrote good content at one time. No, he's quite capable of overseeing good writing. I don't think he's that good a writer himself.
Who was his partner that got canceled? Do you guys remember his name?
I forget. Keith will probably know that one.
Okay.
Greg Berlanti's partner?
Yeah. When he started all the stuff on CW, it was Berlanti and this other dude, but he got canceled during the Me Too movement. Shoot.
That's just typical. I don't remember who it is.
Yeah.
And I'm so anti the canceling. Nothing irritates me more than seeing my friends partaking in cancel culture because it's somebody that they don't like. And I'm referring to Ezra Miller. It's like, I'm not going to participate in that shit. He's canceled himself.
Yeah.
Just let it be. Don't help people cancel him. He's already done. He's done. Stick a fork in him. He is done.
I was on a Father Floral's channel last night, and they were talking about...
Floral's awesome.
Yeah, no. Apparently he's like... There was some kind of like underage shenanigans going on. Have you heard about this with Ezra Miller? Yeah. Like this dude. Like
I heard a while back about his involvement with a cult, and that's why some of the stuff that you saw on his wall. But the fact is I don't want to get into this because you can get canceled pretty easily by YouTube and other groups, because there is a huge. I'm not going to say what that cult is. There's a huge cult in Hollywood in the entertainment industry. It is a cult. And it is not Scientology like it used to be. It is something very scary. And I will use the name Baphomet once. That is it. And he is part of that culture.
Oh, yeah.
And
did you say
I'm not going to talk any further about it. That's it. I said it one time. Not saying it again.
Okay, sorry.
That's it.
Oh,
totally agree.
Thank you, Wolverine. Andrew Kreisberg. That's what it was. Kreisberg was...
I don't even remember that fucker. That's how bad.
Well, he was, in my opinion, he was probably the real talent, because once they got rid of him, I haven't watched, like, Flash just went downhill, like everything did, actually.
I haven't even gotten
Welcome
through
to From Her.
Yeah, I was trudging through season 7 and I haven't even completed it of Flash, and I used to like Flash.
I was a diehard Flash fan, but I haven't even watched.
Seasons 1 and 2 were great, and then after that they started doing the typical. Really, in second season they started the faux drama crap, and they pulled it in the latest episode of Superman and Lois. And I said something about it first, and then Script Doctor. Now, what I said was funny. What Script Doctor said was more accurate, which is, I just called him out on doing your typical CW fucking fake drama. That Superman telling Lana Lang who he is, showing her who he is, was like a gay person coming out to you. That's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something very private about me. It's a secret that's been a secret of mine. I can't let people know. And I'm only telling you because I trust you and I need to let you know I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And what does she do in the story, in the writing? They make her into a complete piece of shit because she turns it into a thing about this is about her and her feelings of betrayal.
Yeah.
And,
you lied to me and blah, blah, blah.
My kid, and
It's the
you lied,
He-Man
you kept
Tila
that
thing
from me.
over again.
Yeah, well, the same thing. They did the same thing. It's so in Supergirl with
bad writing. Is
they just
fake drama.
Yeah.
You make the person, because what they don't realize is they're making the person look petty.
Yeah.
They make them look petty. It's like, oh no, this is good drama. No, it's not. You're making a character look petty.
Yeah. Whoever said it earlier, the Tila thing. It's just like that. You know?
That what should be a concern here is this dangerous to me and my family, knowing this,
Totally.
and that is where the drama should be.
Yeah.
But instead, they focus on the lie, the keeping it from me thing. It started with Arrow. Remember that shit in Arrow when the character finds out I'm a father. It's like, why didn't you tell me? Well, I just found out. Well, you went to so-and-so first. That's not drama. But they turned it into fucking... That was really the onset of CW drama. Now, it was already appearing in Gossip Girl and other shows like that, but they started filtering it into the fucking DC verse. And they ruined the DC Arrowverse with that, even though I didn't like Arrow. I thought it was crap. It was Batman Light. And I'm like, fuck you. When they brought Ra's al Ghul in, I was so insulted by that. I was completely incensed at it because that is a Batman villain. And they admitted what they were doing by doing it. By bringing him on, they proved my point that they were just doing Batman without Batman.
I mean, I think they even admitted to that because they weren't allowed to do Batman, so they were basically bringing in as many of Batman's, rogues gallery as they could. I mean, you got Deathstroke, you got Ra's al Ghul, you got
Ra's al Ghul was the only one I had a beef with. You could bring in the other characters because they fought against Green Arrow.
Yeah,
but
favorite
Ra's al
line
Ghul was Batman.
Favorite line of that show. The only thing a Green Arrow protects is a left turn.
Well, here's the problem, right? It's like all these writers, all these producers say they're huge fans, right? They're huge. They're totally huge fans.
Hey, that's really good. That's a good one. I like that.
That's not too bad, right?
Yeah, it's a really good one.
It's my
shtick. Actually
shtick.
Sounded like it.
So, I'm a huge fan. I've been waiting to do this kind of character for like years, putting it on the big screen. It's going to be magnificent. It's going to be awesome. But the thing is, these guys...
You should get a Trump avatar that moves.
Should, yeah.
That would be funny, because that was good. That sounded good, man.
Not too bad.
Right.
But the thing is...
Down to the last... Oh, wait.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, I'll make this quick.
We're down to the last few minutes here, and I want to do a quick wrap-up. And then I want to do a video. Keith, are you still here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry,
you know what video I want to play, right?
I think I do.
The Bell video, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So I want to make sure I got your approval before I show it. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Comic Really.
No, it's cool. But what happens is you have decades upon decades of all these stories that we've all enjoyed when we were kids, right? Spending hours reading these comics, right? And then what happens? They end up getting these properties, all these producers, all these writers that don't know dick about any of them, right? And they treat it's like that kid that comes over to your house, like your brother's kid or your sister's kid, and you got like a bunch of figures that are on the shelf or something like that. It's like, no, please, I don't want you to play with these much. Or, you can play with them, just don't play with them hard, right? And what ends up happening? They break that toy. Right? And this is the exact same thing. They have absolutely no respect whatsoever. Oh, yeah, I'll be careful with it. Trust me, I'll be okay with it. And then bam, bam, smashing it all over the place, breaking your figure, and then what happens? You got a big giant mess left over. And this is exactly the same thing that goes on over and over and over. It doesn't matter if it's comics, it doesn't matter if it's movies, it doesn't matter if it's TV, it doesn't matter if it's anything else. It's just they're the kid that takes your toy and busts it. That's it. And we need to find
I want you guys
kids
to know
that want to play gently with your toys.
Yeah, but I want to point out that while you are doing this awesome fucking breakdown, we got Keith over here in Romper Room Land doing show and tell.
Yeah, right.
and he's doing this little tiny fucking screen, trying to show things, and I always laugh at that. It's like I don't even know. I can see the words Green Lantern. That's about it.
Was it Ryan Reynolds, Green Lantern?
Remember when you did the show with Sarah and he was doing the same thing? You know?
Yeah, I'm like, I've got a major guest here, and he's fucking doing Romper Room over there. By the way, we did speak to her privately, and Keith, you want to share what she said?
She would love to come back on with us sometime.
Even regularly.
Awesome.
She really likes the way we do things, and
well, she likes the way we talk to her.
Yeah,
she's super cool, man. She was super cool. That was my first time.
She doesn't like Danny though. I don't know why. I'm kidding.
Everybody knows I'm the only one that likes Danny. Me and Katie.
That's not true. Martin has a picture of his face on his body pillow.
You know, yeah. God bless Kadish, man. Like I
I
like
Katie.
you.
He cracks me up, man. He cracks me up. But
did you see his review of Obi-Wan last night?
Oh no! Did you guys see the tweet I just put in the private chat?
No.
And if you haven't,
I am now.
Hey, don't interrupt
I'm
Gary.
serious.
He doesn't like that.
My dog is going apeshit here. Hold on.
They ripped off Force Unleashed, the video game. They found the scene in the game that they used in the last episode of Kenobi.
It's such a crap episode. I ripped it completely apart on
I
Twitter.
knew I saw that somewhere.
But
They ripped off Force Unleashed, an actual scene in there.
Which scene is it? Is it the window scene?
No, I'll actually hold on. Give me a second.
Devin and I played this game. I'm watching the video. That
I shared it. If someone wants to pop it up, Gary, you can't tell me. Yeah. You say bag of chicken shit?
No, that's my son. He likes to chime in. He's in the background. Sorry. No, it's okay, buddy.
Here we go. Now, does this look? You would think right at first this is Kenobi, right?
Oh, this scene.
Force Unleashed, yeah.
That's not Obi-Wan.
Well, I've got bad news. Are you ready for the bad news?
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. They can steal from themselves.
They fucking own them,
Well, I'm confused. What was stolen? Like
that
nothing.
scene. That scene is
scene.
stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched the whole thing. Yep, he does the
It's
exact
pretty
same
much a
thing.
direct-
Obi-Wan does the exact same
Yeah.
thing. So,
I haven't watched
Hold
it.
on. I want to wrap up here. This is important. I want to show this. This is an amazing day for Keith. And this is this is all about his mother on her last day of chemotherapy.
Oh,
right on.
The ringing the bell. No, I work with lots of. Sorry.
You ready?
What does the bell signify?
The end of your treatment, like overcoming.
I'm out of here, she says.
Yeah. Sorry. No, I work with a lot of the charity I'm a part of. We work with the Cure for the Kids, which is a cancer treatment center
Hold on,
here.
man. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Thank you, Keith.
This is about Keith right now.
Oh no, I'm just okay. Yeah, no, it is. That's awesome, dude. Like no, like yeah.
How does
Sorry.
it feel, man?
Keith, from a brother to a brother right now, how does it feel?
It has been difficult. I mean, she's done everything they've asked her to do. Being your son, it's hard to watch her go through this. So the hard part now is just looking at where we are at this point, and we have a huge consultation coming up, and we'll see what we need to do next, if there's anything else that needs to happen next.
So she's officially in remission now, right?
No.
No?
I don't think
Oh.
so.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think so.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why this next part's going to be important, because
Okay.
we need to figure out. This will be my first time meeting with her doctor. So any family members that have questions will be there, and we're going to chart out what needs to happen next. But I got to say, I'm proud of her. But I'm also, cautiously optimistic, a little scared.
No, I get it, dude.
But that's the reason why I spend my time trying not to focus on it, which is the reason why you see me here. This helps me to not think about it so much.
Distraction. No, I get it.
Because it was extremely sexy. That's why you're here.
No, I took my grandpa when he got cancer. I took him to it because I've always worked from home and I took him to all of his chemo treatments and stuff, and it sucked, man. He
Yeah, and
Also,
Keith,
he never got to ring the bell. Anyway,
I'm just so
Bad in
happy for
mind.
your mom right now that we've gotten through this first round, and I know there's more rounds. It's we'll refer to it as a 15-round fight. She's gotten through the first round, and I'm happy we're through this part. I love you, buddy, and I'm always going to be here for you. So
yeah, man.
Congrats, man.
No, definitely my sending all the positive energy I can your way, man.
With this said, I need to move us and keep us on track.
I wanted to talk about DC.
I just finished talking to Mikey Sutton while we were doing this, and because I asked him, man, look, what is the plan with Greg Berlanti? And the fact is, Zaslav is happy with him because he has made money for Warner, and even though CW is all fucked up, that's over. It is over. What we're going to start seeing over on HBO Max is going to be a variant of what we saw previously. And these are Mikey's exact words, because I said no more woke crap, right? And he says that was really a CW thing. Titans, Supes, Doom Patrol, not woke for HBO Max.
Cool.
You'll see less woke with Zaslav. He's not woke. He got rid of Naomi. LOL. So,
speaking of DC, they released the claim on our stream last night, Gary, for the.
Hold on, he just said something else.
Sorry.
He asked me the question, why do you think JJ is back on track? Shaking my head.
Oh, no.
What does that mean?
Because, what do you think it means?
No Dark Justice League.
He had his big $850 million contract over at Warner, and now everything's been stopped. Everything is greenlit is redlit.
Yeah, didn't they shit can him? That's what I thought I read the other day.
He's not fired. He's not fired. He still has a contract. Are they going to renege on it, or are they going to try to utilize him in a different way? Now, I saw some shitting on of JJ, but the fact is, JJ has created some original material that was enjoyable on television. His problem is when he starts jumping on IPs that belong to other people, and he shits on it, and he shits all over it, and he treats it like a locust does other people's.
I'm so pissed when he got Star Trek, especially after admitting he knew nothing about Star Trek.
Well, that's why he has the title Destroyer of Franchises, because everything he touches, he breaks it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. JJ wants to be George Lucas.
And
the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you're able to create something of your own.
Yeah.
So I think he's reached a point in his life where he wants to create his own stuff. Working on all this other stuff, a lot of that had to do with people who now no longer work for Warner Brothers, because he was brought in to cover their backsides for all the stuff that they were screwing up.
Would you like the chief of sex?
Now you have JJ, who still has this deal, who
technically still has this deal. We don't know what they're going to do with it. So right now, Real Wade Nation, first of all, good morning, man. They may have reneged on that contract and may just simply end it. At
least they haven't.
I still have belief that the Flash may still get shit canned as a movie.
That's not fair.
If they do, they have to make a deal that will help Keaton, because that was his comeback film.
Yeah.
And,
easy. Batman Beyond.
I think that either they could do that or they could do another Justice League with the time thing. I just think Keaton is owed something for what he brought to Batman.
Yeah, man. No, this Ezra Miller dude needs to
all right,
disappear. No, I didn't, Real Wade. I'm aware of Clownfish, but I actually don't watch them. I should. I have my regular people that I watch, and I talk to Mikey Sutton.
The hell is
on a
Clownfish?
daily basis.
Oh, they're the ones that called out. Sorry,
Kevin Smith.
No, go ahead. They called out
about what was going to happen with He-Man and Kevin Smith. And
Oh, is that so that's a YouTube? Clownfish is a YouTube channel.
Fuck Kevin Smith. Fuck him in his now no longer fat ass.
Revolution.
Thank God he survived his heart attack. God bless him. But when it comes to entertainment, I've been done with him for years. Yeah. You know, the minute I knew when he started doing that show with the actor from Heroes, is when he started showing signs of selling out or buying in, however you want to say it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you segue.
But the fact is, Keaton is owed for Batman. I want to get back to that. We need to end. I want to wrap up the show. We've gone 6 minutes over.
You're going Ezra Miller, right? I just want to quickly jump in that before we go down that grooming terminology and believing that it is about grooming. There's a lot more to this story that hasn't been brought forward.
Yeah, watch our episode last night.
There's been more dropped today.
That's okay. Watch our show last night. Look, I don't want to fucking go further, man. Seriously. I want to wrap this shit up. When I say that, I mean it. I'm wrapping it up. So I want to thank a Day Outlaw for being here. Brightest Day, Darius Munchausen, Das Wolfen, D. Bud Martin, Dennis McCullough, Jace Fox. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. It's good seeing you. I think we're coming to when he's going to take a hiatus from YouTube, so I'm going to miss him. Gap Stargate. Kylock, of course. I'm always happy to see you. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Latino Slant. Polly, I love you, man.
Polly.
If you're still here, I doubt he is. He's probably fucked up. Could be something important. Then we got Lindsay, the Cynical Geek. Magitech Mags. Mr. Tickle Drunk. Pacific 414. Parrot Head. Penny J. Real Wade Nation. Shellback T. I don't think he's here anymore, but he's a fellow veteran friend of mine. I love him. Sox Bulletins. T-shirted historian was here. The Comic Relief Crusader, who's on the show now. So why is he on the list, Martin? Why? Who?
That's Optimus Prime or Ultra Magnus.
That's a good point, because
I just tease you, Martin. I don't care. The Comic Relief Crusader, the lovely Sherry was here. The lovely Sherry.
Oh, yeah. Bye, Mom.
Peter Vinkman fan site. Turd from Herd was here. I love that name. Wolverine 626. Zacharot 315. Zax, a.k.a. Kyle, was here. And, of course, Penny/PJO is here. Anybody else? Did I miss anything? Oh, Kingsport Cal was here, too. That's right.
And Steven Seagal.
And, well, you're in the show.
You're in the show, bro. Come on. How thirsty are you?
And, of course, my two favorite monkeys were here, Monkey Jeebus and War Monkey. I love you guys. I appreciate having you guys here. And I also appreciate when you guys do it for me and delete these porn bots. Man, I guess that shows signs that people like the show. Porn bots are showing up, so I'm not going to complain.
I guess. I mean, that's
weird. I want to thank my friends for popping in for the last half. Well, technically the last hour. I went a half hour over. And
sorry,
chit chatting, shooting the shit. But I do have to maintain management of the show and make sure we stay on track. And when I have a point, I want to fucking make that point, not have somebody jump in on me. And I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but I will interrupt you back.
See, Gary, I didn't mean to interrupt your whole segue out of there. I just wanted to extend it.
I want you to stop judging me with Keith, man. I'm sick of that. I get enough of that in real life of him judging me. Right, Keith?
Call me Black Judgment.
That's right. He
Oh,
judges
wow.
me all the time.
Wow. I just noticed that. That's funny. Oh, God.
Wake up, dork.
I want to thank you for popping in, Comic Relief. Become a regular friend on the show. The show is going to go like this. The first half hour is going to be me doing my greeting. Who just left?
What?
Comic Relief, it looked like.
Oh, yeah. It's like we lost him.
And there's a white thing there now. That's weird.
Now
it's gone to... Oh,
it's a gray nipple.
Yeah.
But I want to thank him for showing up. I want to thank Keith for popping in.
We have
'cause,
Destiny Captain.
when it comes to this stuff, Destiny Captain is here. Welcome, and thanks for showing up for the end.
Dennis, that's funny. I see Keith cloned himself. That's funny.
Fat Steven, thanks for dropping in. Everybody, go check out Shit Talk with Steven last night.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
very
gonna
good
check
show.
it out
We
next.
talked about all the stuff that you're not hearing about the Ezra Miller case, and these people that are spreading these rumors are part of cancel culture. Watch out. Be careful. Look, he's already done. He's done. He's not going to be in any more movies. This guy's career is over.
Yeah.
You know, Amber Heard's career is really over. She's going to go back to doing straight to video fucking movies.
She's gonna be doing cameo and webcam shit. Come on
That's
now.
not true. She's gonna be doing
OnlyFans.
She should be. Now she should star in the porn parody of the court case.
There you go. Yeah.
Isa Films.
And that way she gets to do real anal with Walter Hamada.
Is it on
Walter Hamada definitely fucked her in the ass when he took that.
Is he gonna call his dick a contract? And just never mind.
Hey, I'm looking on your channel, Gary. I don't see Shit Talk. Is it on Steven's channel?
Destiny, the only involvement I have with ROM is the cover I did for IDW for Back to the Future ROM crossover. Kingsport Cal was, let's see. ROM is owned by Hasbro. That's right. Which is why IDW got the rights to do it. But now I don't know how much of their license still exists if they didn't completely lose their Hasbro license. So I don't know.
Apparently it
what's
ends at
for
the end of
future.
the year.
Yes,
June is supposed to be the end of their G.I. Joe, but I don't know if that included all of Hasbro.
ROM is public domain. Supposedly it's going there too, like you were saying. Yes.
The lovely Sherry shared a link. I'm not sure what that's for. What is that for? What is that link for?
I don't know.
Sherry, baby, Sherry. What was that link for? And it's Shit Talk. Oh, thank you, Sherry. That is the link to our show. If you guys want to go watch it, Sherry shared the link.
I just shared it as well.
About the Ezra Miller thing, and it's. I think it's important to know some of these facts. You know, before you go jumping, because we have a tendency of being a knee-jerk society. We got to stop doing that. We need to stop and really take a look at things before we jump in. Because, look, man, I'm telling you, you never know if that swimming pool has piranhas in it. So, thanks again, guys. Deeply appreciate it. Good show. Thanks, Danny, for being here. Thank you, Martine. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks for having me.
I don't know what happened here with the Comic Relief guy. Are you here?
I am here.
Oh wow! Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was my internet. Sorry.
Yeah, change your fucking avatar. You look like a fucking black and white nipple.
Yeah, we didn't know what the hell was going on.
And it's an ugly nipple. It's got some shit going on with it that just. You need to get that checked. Jesus.
You need to see my nipple.
By the way, would you guys like sex for cheaper on Tinder?
It is lovely nipple.
And I want to end this show with a moment of zen, with a great photograph of a very good friend of mine and his wife. Share screen. This is my buddy, Chris Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, no, I met him the other night on the show.
That is him at his wedding.
Aww.
That's a beautiful picture. Look at him, no gray hair. He's not talking either. He annoys me when he talks. No, he doesn't. I love him.
He looks happy like the days before Kurtzman trick.
Yeah, yeah.
Weird.
Before J.J. Abrams and Kurtzman. You know.
And the woke side, yes.
Yeah.
Oh!
Apparently we underestimated the power of the woke side.
Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? No, I got everybody. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for joining the chat. You guys are amazing. One more show this week, tomorrow morning, and then all you have is TGIF and Saturday Morning Fun Time. And then I'll be back again next week, drinking coffee and talking to you fuckers. And I want to wish everybody a great Thursday, man. Nothing going on tonight for me, but doing artwork. And Keith showing books, because what the fuck are you?
He's always showing books, man.
Can I promo?
Of course, man.
Tonight, if Chester remembers his birthday stream, Pub Chats is on my channel. Come share a drink and celebrate a man getting older and older and older.
Is this I've got the Discord here. I'll
No.
it. Don't share it.
That's for you guys. I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm not gonna go.
I didn't
I
get
fucking
it.
hate Discord. I fucking hate it.
It's in the private chat. It's in the private chat, dork.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. Sorry.
Jeez, learn to spell.
I was just.
Oh,
kidding.
but you were listening to the whole show. Was 40 minutes behind. Oh, that's okay, man. Enjoy. I hope the show was fun for you, man. I won't do this. If you guys aren't enjoying this, I'm going to stop doing it. Initiate the like protocol. That's right, Destiny. Please do share, like, and comment. Your comments matter to me. Your comments matter to our channel. You guys are having the greatest impact on our channel. We are growing, and it's through the things that you guys are doing when you interact with us that helps this channel grow. And I would like to see us, I know Mexican Iron Man wants to see us triple our membership, subscriptions by end of year. And I think we're going to hit probably 5,000.
We can do it
by fall.
Yeah.
I definitely think we're going to hit 5,000 subs. But you guys are the ones that do this. And if I don't, address you individually, and I try to because I fucking love you guys. I like my chat. It's sort of like I say, hanging out at a bar. I'm the bartender, and you guys are coming around the bar, and I'm pouring you drinks and telling you stupid jokes and doing that typical cheers thing. And of course, Mr. Tickle Trunk, you are clearly Norm. Clearly. You are the fat guy that has changed the shape of the bar stool with your ass.
Hey, Fats, look in the private chat real quick. Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you for that segue from one fat guy
I'm
to
always
another.
worried about you, man. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself. All of you people, fuck off and go do something else. There's something more interesting to do right now than sit and watch this dumb show. But I want to thank you again. And, with that, I guess I'll hit the outro here for... Where's it at?
Fantasy.
Where's it at? Morning outro, morning coffee. All right, I've got it. Bye. It's a palm mix, Dennis. I'm gay for you guys too.
He's also gay for Twinkies.
Who isn't?
He's the one who fills the cream in each Twinkie. Trust me. That's why they live forever.
Y'all come